Dearest children of the sun, we have been preparing the earth, preparing humanity for this moment in time for so long. And as Grandmother Gaia also told you, she's ancient. And it has happened so many times where humans have come close to this point. And every time they steered themselves into a cataclysm, they self-destructed through their selfish ego. And this is why we are constantly asking you to live in awareness and purity so that we can avoid another disaster. For if we fail this time and humanity steers into oblivion once again, it will take thousands of years to build up the energy and the people and the community and the awareness again. This is where you stand. You stand in a space where you are ready to perform. And even your religions have taught you, be pure, be humble, be kind, be honest, be true. All of these foundations were set so that you could then move beyond being controlled into obedience, but choosing a path of joy and laughter and love to channel that divine energy of your souls, to bring the beauty of thy being to this planetary purpose that is happening right now. And so we are excited that so many of you have chosen, so many of you have risen above and beyond what was expected or foretold. And although, unfortunately, a lot of people still focus on what has been foretold as the end, the destruction, we are grateful that you have moved beyond that. And this is why the divine masculine energy brings so much importance to the beauty of the feminine. Because the feminine should be carried. The feminine should simply exist. It should not be something of action. It should simply be something that radiates from the depth of your being. The compassion, the love, the understanding. And so the masculine energy shows up as the structure, the support. Don't think of it as doing, rather a way of doing. It's not a going into action, but it sets the tone for the actions taken. It guides you to behave, to act, to be in a whole new way. And this is why you will feel, as you grow higher and higher that everything that is not pure and not consistent will simply fall away. And although it might come as a shock, everything that happens right now brings another building block for creating a new way of being. And you cannot count on any patterns, any recipes, or any belief systems anymore, because everything will challenge that. And it is not being done to you, it is simply the evolution that is happening. And there are no comfort zones in evolution. And this is why I show up tonight, to give you this first aspect of the divine masculine, and that is support. The divine father energy is the inspiration, the guidance, knowing that you are connected and never alone. As the feminine holds you, as the feminine births you into being, the father energy keeps yearning to become more, to expand, to grow. But this cannot be of ego. This cannot be of the need to prove something. It is simply what it is. It is simply that expansion that happens naturally from the need to experience joy and fulfillment and love, to go into action in the expression of the joy, the fulfillment, the love, the trust, the understanding. I would say rather the movement instead of action, because it is simply the movement of becoming. But the feminine is so beautiful and so precious. It needs to be supported. It needs to be carried forward. Imagine the feminine to be a liquid that would just flow everywhere, spreading her love and beauty. And the masculine that shows up tonight is the vessel, the shape. Allowing the feminine to have a greater impact in a certain place, in a certain way, because it is directed. Not confined, but directed. And this is what we want to teach you and activate into you tonight, is the direction. And it is not something that you need to know with your mind, and especially not with anything in you that is connected to expectations or survival. It is not an action to be taken to create a spectacular destiny. It is not about you at all. It is simply you being the link, clicking in place with the other links, showing up so that the links can flow together, expanding, creating. We have promised you that this year will reveal many secrets. And the more you step into this with intention, being that link, showing up, where the feminine is calling you to show up, you will evolve with us. And this is why we cannot and want not that you believe in lack. If you still root yourself in the fear of showing up because you feel that you don't have the ability to show up, your feet are still very rooted in the mud of reality. And this will break you because your head will want to flow forward. Your soul wants to expand and be part of the showing up and creating and flowing and being. But if you keep resisting, if you keep telling yourself that you cannot show up, you will not be able to fulfill your purpose as the link. And this is why we are being quite straightforward with you today. You cannot focus on survival anymore. It simply is not an issue anymore. But the world will try to sway you. The world will try to distract you. And this is why we show up as this form, this shape, your guidance. And we will show you every way that you overrule your guidance. Because I am a direct aspect of creation showing up to guide you on your true path. And wherever there is doubt or fear, you become disconnected from your true guidance. And know that this guidance always comes to you as love. You will feel in many ways that you are being forced, but this is not. This is what your soul chose to come and be, to come and take part in. This is your being. And I'm merely your vessel. I am the voice that will whisper to you what is possible. And the doubt is your demons. The demons that you create. And it is not demons that I can fight or slay for you. This is where you put your own divine masculine in place.